So this video is about NDVI and mapping. So NDVI stands for Normalized Difference Vegetation Index. It's a long way of saying it's a satellite measurement of how green growing plant matter is on your country. There are two different NDVI views in AgDiary and they answer two different questions. Let me show you both. So if we click down on here on NDVI, this is the paddock summary view. Each paddock gets coloured with one shade: dark green for excellent, light green for good, yellow for fair, orange for poor, red for very poor. AgDiary takes the satellite average reading across the whole paddock and slots it into a condition bucket. It's a quick at-a-glance picture of where your country sits right now. Great for which paddock should I move stock into, or which paddock needs a spell, or if you're untrusting of technology, which paddocks do I need to go and actually have a visual look at? Because as the satellite sees the entire paddock, not just what you see from the road. The thresholds behind these buckets aren't arbitrary, they're tuned to your country. The other type, so the details here on this fake property will come over here, and this comes from the Copernicus Sentinel data from 2026, which is a European satellite. But if we go click on this NDVI up here, this is the actual Sentinel-2 satellite image, painted across the map at full resolution. Now you can see inside a paddock. Greener along the creek lines, browner on the ridges. The irrigated garden lights up green next to the dry paddock around it. This is what you'd want before heading out to spot the wheat country. The summary tells you this paddock is poor on average, and the tile view tells you which third of the paddock is dragging the average down. This might help if you control grazing in an individual paddock. It also just allows you to pick which paddocks that you need to keep an eye on. You can dial in the date that you want to have a look at. You can change that in here. And you can dial back the opacity and the max cloud coverage. If today's image is hidden behind a cloud, you can wind it back a few days until you see clear ground. Both views come from the same Sentinel-2 satellite, but they go through different filters. The summary view aggressively rejects cloudy pixels, then averages what's left and gives you one honest number per paddock. It's usually over about a 2-week period. Live tile shows everything in the date window, including any patchy cloud cover. So if you ever see a paddock that's coloured green in the summary view, but the actual satellite tile looks orange and patchy, the summary is showing you the cleanest pixel average, which might be overweighting a small green patch like a homestead garden or a dam. So if we click on one of these paddocks again, satellite NDVI, it actually brings up the details. It gives the feed on offer, the dry matter per hectare, the growth rate, the sustainable AE. So this fake property is down in New South Wales. If your property is set up for Mitchell grass, the numbers are tuned to your country. So normally it's about 3 weeks after your rainfall. So this is where it's important that you actually put your information into your rainfall chart. 3 weeks after your last major rainfall is where it'll stick the NDVI for the year, because with Mitchell grass and Flinders grass country, after it stops growing, the NDVI is kind of superfluous.